I'd like to just change horses for a moment now and talk to Sandra O'Shea. Sandra, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Now, your sight, because you have cataracts in both eyes, how bad is your sight?
Very bad at the moment.
So describe it to me. What can you see?
Just kind of shadows, like looking into a grey mist.
All of the time. And has it got gradually worse?
Yes. Over the last 2 weeks, it's got worse.
Are you able to move around? Are you able to function? Are you able to do the different chores that you need to do with it?
No. No. My son goes out at 5:30 in the morning, and I'm here till 7 o'clock in the evening. I can't look at TV, and I can't read, so I'm just kind of sitting there.
How do you spend your days?
Oh, it's very, very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah. Very, very difficult. Mostly just sitting down.
It's not safe to go for a walk, like, is it?
No. Not a hope. No.
It's not safe to take a bus journey to do a bit of shopping, like, or anything like that?
Nothing. No, my son does all that for me. I can't do anything.
And how long has it been this bad?
It got worse really over the last couple of months.
So in the last couple of months, like, for instance, even simple things like boiling a kettle, what happened?
I burned myself. I scalded myself. So I'll be dressing now on that burn.
Because you can't negotiate between the kettle and the cup?
Yes.
And it burnt your hand?
No, I burned my hip.
Your hip? Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah.
And up and down stairs has proved a problem. You had a fall, did you?
Yeah, and I had a fall out in the back garden as well. I just wanted to go out for a bit of air last week, and I fell. I just want to go out, Neil. I just want to go back to be normal, to be me. Sorry. No, I just want to see you again. I want to see you for Christmas, you know. I just want to see you for Christmas. You know, that's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for much. That's all.
And have you been talking with medics, a consultant? Have you a date? Have they told you that you're a priority? Is it, are you an urgent case, no?
Yeah, but what's urgent to them, like, you know?
What have you been told by the HSE?
Just that I'm an urgent case. So, that was last Monday. I saw the consultant last Monday, and I'm still waiting. I thought really this week I'd get something. And you see, the longer it's going on, you see, you have to have a break of about 6 weeks to get the other eye done. So I'm kind of caught with Christmas. So I really need to be brought in next week, really.
You don't have a date?
No.
What about the trip to the north under the cross-border scheme?
Yes, I tried that, but with the virus going around at the moment, that was out. And you see, it would be too expensive for me because I'd have to go a second time. You understand? I'm
not so sure about that. If I remember correctly, I've spoken with people on the air who got both done.
Did they? Yeah.
Would you go? Are the northern trips still going, lads, or have they been cancelled because of COVID?
I think they've been cancelled. Yeah.
I'd check with Noel Collins on that if you want.
Yeah.
You would travel though, would you?
I would, but I'd prefer to get it done here if I could.
You know how the northern system works. You have to have the money, but you get it refunded, you know?
Yes, I know, yeah. But I prefer to get it done here. You know, if they could call me now next week, it would be fantastic.
You're heartbroken from it. So your son goes out at 5:30 in the morning and you're alone, looking, staring, but not even seeing the four walls.
Yeah, until 7 o'clock that evening.
Can't watch TV. Your only consolation is probably radio and music.
That's all, yeah. That's all. It's humane, because if there was a dog, you put a dog down. You wouldn't have a dog out in the back garden pumping into things and looking at it. You see, what's getting me angry is, why don't they just bring... I know there's other people maybe in front of me or whatever, but I'm just one. You know, I'm pleading with them just to bring me in, to get me done and get back my life. That's all. That's all I'm asking for.
And what's the waiting list if you went private and paid?
I don't know. But I couldn't get private anyway.
Because of the cost, is it?
Yes, yeah.
How much is it, I wonder? Do you even know?
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Is it thousands to go private?
Would be, yeah, I'd say, yeah. Yeah.
And when did you first present looking for surgery and help?
A few months ago. My optician is after writing in my doctor. I went to a TD. The TD actually got me the first appointment because they were leaving me wait until May of next year.
Maybe he has put you down as urgent and maybe you will get done fast.
I don't know, you see. It's just a waiting game. But that's no good to me. Like, I just want someone to say, you know, give me a call and say, come in Monday or come in Tuesday of next week. It would be just, it would just be, you can't describe it really, you know. Put your hands over your eyes there now and you'll know what it feels like to go around, you know.
Just everything is like a grey mist.
Yes, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Like the bus, the COVID bus, what am I talking about? The Cataract bus is travelling. A text here from a chap who says his father is going tomorrow to get his eye done.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what I'll do. We'll get on to Michael Collins, the TD. We've actually rang him when you gave us a shout there, but he didn't pick up. But we'll call him and just see if there's some way. You would go to Belfast. Are you saying that you have a COVID fear of that, or what?
I have really, yeah. You know, Neil, I prefer to be done here. You know, I just would.
Well, you can wait, but it's a goddamn lottery here with regards to when you might get a call, you know. Let me just check with them anyway, and you can say no if you wish to. But, you know, do you think that there's many people in the same scenario? There must be. That's why they go to Belfast, I suppose.
Yeah. Must be, yeah.
Okay, you can't go for a walk. You can't cook for yourself. You're difficult going up and down the stairs because you've had falls. You've scalded yourself with a kettle. You can't read, and it's a long day. It's 12 hours a day on your own.
It is, yeah. It is, yeah.
What do you do for food all day?
My son makes up maybe sandwiches or maybe a salad or something for me. That would be easy. You know?
He's very good. He's very good, in fairness to him. He's doing the best he can. He has to go to work, you see. Do you have any carer coming in to check on you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
Just manage myself. You know?
Okay.
I'd love to go back reading. I love reading. Love reading.
But you will. It will happen. But you want it to happen sooner rather than later.
I do. Yes.
Yeah, I understand that. Hold on there, Sandra, because I have Michael Collins, the West Cork Independent TD, who's behind the buses that travel north. Michael, good morning.
I have indeed.
Oh, fair play to you. Thanks for taking a call at short notice. Now, I don't know how much of this you heard, but Sandra is upset, clearly. She's cataracts in both her eyes. It's only shadows at best. Can't get around. Saw a consultant Monday. He said he will put her down as urgent. She wants this sorted before Christmas. A little apprehensive about going to the north because of COVID. Her son goes to work at 5:30 every morning and doesn't come home till 7 o'clock. So she's staring at the walls 12 hours a day. Can't read, can't go for a walk. She burnt herself making a cup of tea, scalded her hip. She's fallen a number of times going up and downstairs to the bathroom. And she says her dignity has been taken away. All she wants to be able to do is to do a bit of shopping. And her 27-year-old son is very good to her because he prepares food and leaves it for her across the day. So she's very upset about this, and I imagine that there perhaps are others like her. What can we do to help, or can we help at all?
Well, in the situation in Cork, I'm afraid that she could be waiting anything up to 3, maybe even up to 5 years. I know that there's been an announcement recently that they're opening a cataract surgery clinic in the South Infirmary in Cork, but I'm looking at that. I think that could take up to 2, maybe more years. So at the present time, the only thing that can help her to save her eyesight is going to Belfast.
But if she says that her consultant said he'd put her down as urgent, what does that mean?
Well, I've heard that on numerous occasions. Urgent might mean that she might be lucky enough to be seen between up to 3 years. But
she would be going around like this for 3 years.
She'd be blind. And so many more have been blind and have been on the verge of going blind. And, you know, some would hold out on the hope that promise would come true, and it doesn't. And then they urgently come to me in a situation, their family come to me frantic that they're almost blind, and can we do something? I'd always try and pick and choose. Obviously, the person that needs an urgent cataract, we immediately take them to Belfast, maybe within 2 weeks, or, you know, the next bus going up. We have a bus going up tonight. to Belfast. There's a bus going up in 2 weeks' time, and that's the system we're running. Everybody that's going up right now, Neil, has to isolate for a week beforehand, so they know well in advance that they're going up.
She's doing that anyway. She's been doing that for months.
And she's going to, on 2 days before she goes up, she has to be COVID tested. Dr. Nick Flynn in Douglas is carrying out the COVID testing for us. Once they're COVID free, they're allowed go on the bus. They have to. It's a coach, so it's quite sizable. So there will be social distancing between her and others. They always have to wear the face shield mask or whatever as well. And the bus actually is sanitizes. It's sanitized 3 times on the way to Belfast. The system obviously has changed on their arrival to Belfast. It usually was go straight to the hospital. That won't be happening now. They go to the hotel. There's a string of taxis waiting. So each individual person is taken by taxi to the clinic for the consultation. When that's finished, the taxi brings them back. That's free of charge. The hospital are paying for the taxi service back to the hotel. So the only time then they have some interaction between the public in Belfast and the next morning is whatever little bit of food they'll have in the hotel and go to their room. I've been advising people go to their room, and then the next morning the taxis are at the door again and they're taken to the hospital for their surgery, and when they finish their surgery and an hour recovery, the bus is outside the door.
That's safer to me than a supermarket visit, I have to say, in fairness. 100%. Sandra, how do you feel about what Michael is saying, that urgent could mean you could be waiting 2 or 3 years instead of 5?
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Frightening. Yeah, they're like brushing people off, aren't they? They're trying to give people a bit of hope, and then they're taking it away from them.
So what I can say to you without fear of contradiction is that urgent doesn't mean you're going to be seen in the next few weeks or months. Forget about that.
That's what I thought. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what's the story with trying to get her perhaps to Belfast, Michael? I hope I'm not being too forward.
I know there's no problem there. I have a bus going up in 2 weeks' time, and if Sandra, if you pass on the number, I'll make sure to Sandra. I think it's probably too late now for me to get her on tonight's bus, because she has to be a week in isolation. I know she is, but technically the Kingsbridge Private Hospital have to have that, verbally said to them. But certainly 2 weeks' time, I get her on the next bus going up. I'm not sure. I think it could be the beginning of December, in the first couple of days of December, I think.
Okay, the first few days in December. I'll find out if that's an option for her now in a second. But there is a financial cost here, and she doesn't have it.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is in fairness to the credit unions, they have been absolutely brilliant with bridging loans for a lot of people, especially if they have an account. This is state guaranteed. So the credit union do know within 5 weeks she'll get 1,800 back. It's going to cost her 2,100, and she'll get 1,800 back. And at least if the credit union comes on board, that'll resolve the situation.
Okay.
It's hard to see around that. The other issue there, Neil, is that this unfortunately looks like it's coming to an end. We've been pressing government that on the 31st of December. It looks like the legislation that has come out at the moment, it looks like the Northern Ireland people can come to the south and get free cataract or other procedures. But if we go to the north, we're unable to get that. So I think the government in the UK have negotiated a very, very good deal, but a very bad deal for the people of the Republic. And I've been trying to stress that with the Taoiseach, Micheál Martin. I'm trying to stress that with Simon Coley, the Minister, during the week. And I'm just hoping that they'll at least survive until we get this clinic open in Cork. And if that happens, then the problem could be alleviated.
So there is a chance, unless there's intervention or Micheál Martin gets it sorted, that the the cataract buses will stop on the 31st of December.
On the 31st of December. It's very, very likely that they will. And I don't think he either is trying to skirt over the issue or he doesn't understand the issue. But certainly...
Well, all he's been doing... I wonder how you think... I know this is not to go off politicising something, but all he has been doing is mocking Michael Healy-Rae about the COVID bus. How did you feel about that?
Well, I was very much involved in that question that came up in the Dáil the day that it blew up, and what I was saying was I was very frustrated, and I said that to the Taoiseach. I said, stop laughing. This is not a laughing matter. This is a serious matter. I have people all over Cork County and beyond. I have somebody from Limerick going up tomorrow morning, but it mainly it's Cork Kerry, in fairness, that the issue is the crisis is there, and we do need the clinic open. The Taoiseach says that, and I respect that. It's a great idea, and I'm fully in favour of it, but until it's open, the cross-border of it from people from the south and from going to the north needs to continue, because we can't have these people flying out to France and Italy and Spain for a EU cross-border deal. They're doing deals on every other thing. There's cancer patients going from Donegal to Derry, and that's great. They're going to continue that. There's operations for baby toddlers from Belfast to Dublin. That's going to continue. But they're closing the cross-border from south to the north. But they can come from the north to any other EU country and get their reimbursement.
Crazy.
It's crazy situation.
That's crazy.
It's a bad deal done, but we're doing our best. We're putting in amendments. The rural independent group just try and see continue. But for now, we've 3 buses going up to Belfast. Okay. Scheduled between here and the 31st of December. Okay. And I'll certainly look after Sandra and I'll talk to her. Go through
okay, let me just go back to her there. Sandra, how are you for? Have you a credit union account?
I have.
Let me just ask you straight out. Would you get a loan from the credit union and you will get it back?
I don't think I would.
Why?
I'm a widow as well, you see.
Why wouldn't you? Have you been saving with them?
I have, but it's not much really.
Do you have to have a lot of savings to get this COVID loan, Michael?
No, I don't think so. It's well worth going down to the manager, and I mean, you can pass on my number because they're well aware. Most of them are well aware of the whole system because quite a lot of people have gone in there because they know they're guaranteed to get that money back. It's not a system where you live in hope. This is guaranteed to come back within 5 weeks of the operation. They'll get 1,800 back, and you basically handing back your check to them, and they might charge a little bit of interest, but it won't be very much.
Do you understand and follow this, Sandra? Yeah.
I do, yes.
Yeah, that it'll cost 2,100. You get that from the credit union. They get 1,800 back from this. You get 1,800 back from the state. You give back to them, so the operation costs you 300.
What happens then? You have to go back up again then to get the second eye done. What happens then?
That's a question for Michael. Yeah, Michael.
Yes, you will have to go back up. You only get one done at a time. It's the same story again. Again, if the credit union comes on board, again, they know it's state guaranteed up to the 31st of December. It's guaranteed in you, and you will get your money back. I've taken people back up. You're not supposed to go up in 6 weeks, but I know I've taken people back up that felt very good after the first one within 3 weeks. But that's up to yourself. It's how you feel yourself. But that's the system, how it works. But I mean, the first and foremost is to get the first operation done as quickly as possible. But my advice is go to the credit union, or if you're lucky enough out there that someone is willing to give you the loan of that type of money that they know they get it back again, is to work immediately towards the bus going up on the first few days of December, and as soon as the first one is done, we'll see after the second one.
Sandra, what do you think of that? Does that work for you?
Yes, yeah.
Will you get on to the credit union and just find out if they're up for something like this?
I will, of course.
Because they're going to get back. And make that call today, or I don't know if your son or somebody can bring you to the credit union, just have a chat with them and see if they're up for that cataract loan, which would be repaid for both eyes. And then we can book you into the bus at the start of December, and then the second bus soon after for the second one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be fabulous.
How do you feel about that? Will you do that?
I will, of course. I will. I will.
Okay, and will we hold the place on the bus for you for early December?
Do just in case. Do.
Okay, hold on there a second if you don't mind. Niamh.
Hi there.
Okay, you just wanted to jump in here for a bit of word of support for Sandra, is it?
Yes, Sandra, I think you should get on the bus. You sound like a young woman. My 85-year-old mother could do it. You can do it. It's a very, very well-run system. You can't fault one single thing, and it'll change your life the following day. You take off the patch and you'll be able to see.
Yeah, it will be fabulous. Yeah.
Definitely go for it. The fear is desperate, but once you've done it, you'll have no regret. Just go.
Okay, thank you.
Don't worry about the whole COVID thing at all. That's completely covered, you know. Just do me a favour and get in touch with the credit union. If they'll do it, that's fine. If they won't come back, we'll come up with another plan. We'll hold the place on the bus for the first week in December. And if you haven't even got the 300, I'll give you the 300. Don't worry about that. But let's see what the credit union say to you, okay?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hold on one more second if you don't mind. Trevor.
Hi, Neil.
How you doing, my man? Thanks for taking the call. What's on your mind? Yeah. What have you got for me?
I was just listening there about that woman's plight there, you know. I paid 1,800 for her to get her up there, to get her sorted. And when she gets sorted with the credit union, then she can give the money back. There's no problem.
But if you want to give her the money, she won't need to go near the credit union, will she?
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Michael?
Yes.
If she gets a loan, say, from Trevor, the state pays her back, isn't it?
Yeah, 2,100 will cost. She'll get 1,800 of that money back.
So she just gives Trevor back the 1,800?
She gives Trevor back the 1,800, and I suppose she probably have to give him an extra 300 in out of her own
Okay.
money.
What, Trev?
Hi, Neil. Yeah, I know about her giving her the 1,800. So if you never get someone else, get another 4 or 5 to ring in there, get 100 euro of each off or something.
Ah, that's incredible. How do you feel about that, Sandra?
Oh my God. Thank you.
I know, it is. I mean, you have to look after people like that.
Cork people always do. Time after time after time.
I always think, I said, give me my husband. Sorry, my husband died 10 years ago, and he was only 48. And I said, I just want a break. He just thought.
Of course, you need a break. Yeah, you are. Yeah. You're a young woman. You lost your husband young, and this is no way to be living heading up to Christmas. Well, the great news: you're going to be seeing out of at least one eye for Christmas. And maybe if Michael pulls his magic, Michael Collins, both eyes before Christmas.
Oh my God!
I most certainly will. If Sandra's up and ready for it, we will, and we get Trevor reimbursed. In fairness, a great gesture, and it's not the first time, Neil.
It's not.
That you save somebody's eyesight.
No, it's not me. I'm just the man in between. You know, it's not me. It's the people who listen. Okay, so what we have now is Trevor, who's going to give you the 1,800. Lisa is going to pay the balance of 300. So the bill is paid for in full. You're booked in for the bus, the first bus that's going up in early December. And I'll give you Trevor's details and you can liaise and we'll work it out. How about that?
Oh, thank you so much. I really don't know how to thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, that's what we're here for, to help connect people together. So that's great. I'm delighted with this.
You were my last hope.
Yeah, well, let people make me their first hope instead. Okay, well, look, I'll also send a signed photograph of myself to you so you can have a look at me with your brand new eyes. You go blind again? All right, well, look, on a serious note, job done. You should be very relieved now. And Trevor, you're a legend.
Oh, my God.
Neil, no problem.
Fair play to you, boy. You have a soft heart, in fairness to you.
No, there's no problem. Just give my details there and I'll sort out the money for it, no problem.
Okay, Kate. Appreciate it, Trevor, as always. Michael Collins, TD in West Cork. We'll be in touch, as always. Thanks for coming to the rescue, Michael. Appreciate it. And also thank you, Trevor, for sorting out the money, and Lisa as well. We'll talk again, Sandra, all right? We'll talk again.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.